In this video, we'll discuss 5 uses for rocket stoves. Number 1 is cooking. This is the first in my list as rocket stoves are primarily designed for this purpose. While they are known for their ability to efficiently create heat with very little fuel, we'll discuss some additional uses later in this video you may not have considered. After a disaster where the grid may be down for a prolonged period of time, fuel sources like gas or propane will eventually be depleted. There's usually wood of some type, whether that's biomass or debris laying around like small twigs and sticks, that could be freely available to fuel the stove even if you haven't been chopping and storing wood in advance. Compare this to an open fire. You get a whole lot more bang for your buck and can quickly cook with far less fuel while giving off much less smoke as rocket stoves burn fuel extremely efficiently. Number 2, boiling water. After a disaster, having the ability to be able to boil water easily will be very important. After a break in water lines during a disaster, one of the most common warnings provided by officials is to be sure to boil your water in the event of a water line rupturing. Now, this is different than filtering water, which will remove particles. Bringing water to a rolling boil can eliminate bacteria and make water safe for consumption. While water filters can remove pollutants, by combining boiling and purifying your water, you can much more easily avoid waterborne illnesses, which can be debilitating or even lead to death. What you want to do is bring clear water to a rolling boil for about 1 minute. At elevations of 6,500 feet or above, boil for 3 minutes. Let the boiled water cool, and then store the boiled water in clean, sanitized containers with tight covers. If your water is cloudy before you start boiling it, this is an indication you have particles which you want to filter out first. You can easily do this by filtering it through a clean cloth, paper towel, or a coffee filter, or allow it to settle. Number 3, making a smudge pot. What is a smudge pot? In the context of this discussion, a smudge pot is used to help produce a large amount of smoke to keep insects like mosquitoes at bay. The concept is that by creating a great deal of smoke, you'll prevent insects from coming into the direct area with heavy smoke. This is useful in situations or locations where you need to be outdoors and the insect population may be overwhelming. It's great to have if you're outside and the bugs are just eating you up. This can be problematic if you're getting infections from bugs eating you up, or if they're biting you all night, preventing you from being able to sleep. Ideally, you want to use a yarrow plant or sage for your wet, but any wet plants will work fine. In order to set this up, you'll want to allow your fire to die down to embers, and then stuff in wet plants instead of dry plants, which won't combust, but will rather smolder and give off large amounts of smoke. This is a trick I learned from other YouTube channels like Off Grid with Brad and Kelly, and the very popular outdoor survivalist YouTube channel Dave Canterbury, which I'll provide links to in the description section if you want to study this more. Number 4, a smoke bath. The premise of this approach is built on the idea that smoke kills bacteria, and by taking a smoke bath, you can help reduce bacteria on your skin. Smoking meats and other foods has been an approach used prior to refrigeration to help preserve meat from spoiling by killing the bacteria in the meat. This is especially useful when you need to hit the hot spots on your body where a lot of bacteria resides. This can be useful if you're forced in a situation after a disaster where you need to be mobile, or you're in the woods and you don't have a lot of availability to water to take a bath. Number 5, producing heat indoors. Now, after doing my last video on rocket stoves, I had a lot of people ask if they could use rocket stoves indoors. The answer is yes, if you have a means to vent the exhaust. Remember, while rocket stoves burn efficiently, lowering the visible smoke, it still produces smoke which can suffocate you. If you're needing a means to heat yourself efficiently, a rocket stove is a great option as you can produce a great deal of heat with a small amount of fuel.
Thanks again to EcoZoom for providing the sponsorship for this video in addition to providing the actual rocket stoves that we use in this video. If you'd like to find out more information on their particular products, I'll put links in the description section below. And also, before I filmed this video, I did a lot of research on different uses for rocket stoves, and some of the ideas that I presented was through research and other options that I found and other ideas. And again, I'll put links in the description section below if you'd like to learn more about things like smudge pots and how to build your own and the different purposes and different uses you can use those for. So again, if you enjoyed this video, please click on the like button, share on social media. Also, I enjoy so much hearing feedback from the YouTube community, so please post comments below in the comments section. If you have other ideas for uses for rocket stoves, maybe there's some things I didn't present in this video that you thought of, or maybe that I've never considered, again, please post those in the comments section below. As always, be safe out there.